How many of y'all knew about him? The Moor who could fly. 810 to 887. How many of y'all knew? And I'm explaining this to y'all. He was the first person that flew or who dealt with aviation. Raise your hand if you ever heard of him. Why this information is not being taught to our children in school? Because the truth has to come out. Spain was not Spain until 1492. Why we can't make a movie about Abbas ibn Firnas, the developer of aviation science? So let me ask y'all a serious question. How many of y'all knew about this? Well, Sabir, he looks like an Arab. What does an Arab look like? I want to ask you this question. What does an Arab look like? Out to my brother Madid, who told me you need to teach these people this. Let's teach this about Abbas. But see, if you leave it up to media or social media, they're going to make these people look like there's something that they're not. They're going to make him look like this. And in order to keep you away from who this man is, they have to tell you he's Arab. So Spain was not Spain until 1492. I'm going to say this again. Spain was not Spain until 1492. Spain was not Spain until 1492. We know who was there at the time. The present day Spain, 8th century. Present day Spain. This is the Rolls Royce they named after Abbas ibn Firnas. I'm walking you through this so you can see how this go. And in space, they have a crater in space called Abbas. The Rolls Royce Ghost is honoring Ibn Firnas. Damn, but we driving Rolls Royces. The scientific attempt at flying. So when I'm in these Ubers and lifts, I talk to people, and they always try to change people's name to a Latinized name. They use Latin to keep you away from all of this. Did y'all know there's a crater in space called Abbas ibn Firnas and a Rolls Royce called Abbas ibn Firnas? But yet you letting these people give you this, oh, we the first African American or black person to fly. Every time you get on a plane, people, every time you get on a plane, you should remember Abbas ibn Firnas. I'm here to learn and I love it. Thank you. Abbas ibn Firnas, you should take credit for all of this, people. No one apologized for that. No one apologized for stealing your stuff. But they calling you African American. So, Abbas ibn Firnas was, what they say, an Arab to keep you black folks away from him. And I showed you I was over there. I was over there. I took this book to Spain with me. And I took it to Morocco. Did y'all remember that? I took it to Morocco also. Shout out to Tariq Berry. They will always block out your history and call you something other than what you are to keep you away from everything. Everything that is right. And no one is apologizing for that. Known Arab tribes in the area called Africa. So I want to know, I'm asking these scholars on my feed, what does an Arab look like? The so-called Black Americans are also descendant from the known Arab tribes in the area called Africa, south of the Sahara. These Arab include such tribes as the Kunta, as in Kunta Kinte, the Kushite Arab tribe found in the Sahara in Africa, south of the Sahara, Barbarish, all these goddamn names, goddamn. And the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Besides descendants from many Arab tribes that are known by all to be Arabs. The so-called Black Americans are also descendants from Arabs and Arab tribes that are not known by most people today to be Arabs. God damn. Did y'all know this? I'll let you marinate on that for 1 second. Example, these unknown Arabs are the Mandingo, Songhai, Hausa, Yoruba, Fulani. Come on. The Wolofs too. They got the Ashantis in here. Oh my God. Argue with the facts. Oh, I got a lot to share with y'all. Then it goes a little further and said the so-called Black Americans don't believe that there is anyone who will deny the fact that the so-called African Americans are descended from these tribes. Encyclopedia of America. Americana. Come on, somebody debunk. Come on, debunk this with some factology. Please debunk this with some facts. Do you see where I'm going at with this? This is why they have to call you Arab, because they have to create an image behind the Arabs so you won't relate yourself to them. I can go through this whole book and tell you. I was in these countries, B. I was in these countries. But see, you're talking to people that don't truly travel, nor if they travel, they don't go to certain places. Abbas ibn Firnas. That's why we don't get no credit, because we want to be slaves. I'm a black man. I'm African American. In the 9th century, the Arabs, right? The Arabs don't say that a man is white because of his complexion. White to the Arab means a person to be pure. Do y'all see that? Without faults. Let's go back. Without faults. If they meant that his complexion was white, they would say red. They said red. God damn. Come on. Somebody talk to me. Because they would be more red than they would be white. Is it making sense, people? How the hell did they get you to be a slave? And what is the value in knowing about my slavery? This is why you know nothing about your history, and it's all based around slavery. But when they say you was the first African American or black, you'll run with it. If I can convince a group of people that you came from nothing, and you did nothing, and we taught you everything, you'll fall for it. But we always sit up here saying that we the first this and we the first everything.
I love you, Bobby.
That's Abbas. This is inside Barnes and Nobles. Me inside Barnes and Nobles holding the book. You see that? Inside Barnes and Nobles, I gave a lecture standing inside Barnes and Nobles. And that was in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Fort Wayne, Indiana. How is it that everybody else knows these things but our people? That's the book. Aviation. The complete history of aviation. Why is Abbas ibn Firnas inside this book? Long before the Wright brothers. Do y'all follow me? This is crazy. This is insane. Keep trying to tell you he was a Moor. See, so they have to keep you away from all of this madness, so you won't know who you are. So every time y'all get on a plane, people, remember what I said. Abbas ibn Firnas.
What we are about the business now is awakening.